This is maple sugaring, and this tree is a very large sugar maple. This is an old-fashioned tap. Nowadays they use tap lines, actually. And this one is an old one that has a very distinct catch on it for the hook, which goes on before the tap's put in. And this tap is put in at roughly 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches at its deepest point. And the tap is then shoved into the hole and hammered in. This was gently hammered in. I'll need to hammer it in a little bit deeper. And then the buckets, these are galvanized steel, have a hole in the back of them and a ring. And I think the ring is just inside that lip, which is sort of hammered all the way around or stretched all the way around so that it actually has something solid to hang from. It hangs right there, and this bucket is 2 gallons. It will fill right to the top, and then that's sort of like a pour-off point, or it could be a pour-off. But sometimes these buckets can fill up 2 times in a day easily and get 4 gallons out of it. And for your information, this gets covered with a lid, which is down below. I took it off so that we can watch the sap actually coming out here and landing. For your information, the angle of the light is what determines the sap coming up in the spring. So again, this is a sugar maple, and if we look up, we can actually see 2 main trunks, and I chose the trunk that is west and more or less south facing with a good greenery on it. This was tapped last year, and at the end of the season, when the sap begins to turn sort of a reddish, we pull the taps out and we plug the hole with a maple dowel or a green maple wood so that hook plugs in nicely, so the hole plugs in nicely, and bacteria and insects and things can't get into the hole and disease the tree. This tree is in really good shape, and it's been tapped a few times, and there we are. Maple sugaring. Thank you for watching. Cheers.